you're gonna do.
Changes to Rengar, Lee Sin, Talon,
Rengar.
Riven, and the jungle
Okay.
in this episode of the patch preview. Hello everybody, welcome to the first patch preview of 2013. As always, we'll be talking about the changes coming into the next update for League of Legends. And though this video won't cover every single change in the patch, we have selected a few of the more delicate ones to guide you.
Why don't you just cover every single change in the patch? What the fuck's Rick? Your job isn't that hard.
With me this week, I have an awesome dude who, if you put in blue armor, would look just like Tarek. What's up, Feral Pony?
Not too much.
Alright,
we got a lot of Feral Pony, what the fuck?
And take a look at the changes to Talon.
Sure, so we've known Talon for a while has been dealing a little bit too much damage in team fights, especially with his ultimate, and with all the changes in Season 3 that have really helped out, AD Assassins and AD Casters especially, this has really pushed him over the edge, so we're going to be taking that down a little bit. So we're reducing the base damage and the AD ratio on Shadow Assault. While we were looking at Talon, we found this nasty bug with Cutthroat, where the damage amplification wasn't actually applying.
Oh no.
So we fixed the bug, but this caused a huge spike in his late game damage output, so we're also reducing the damage a bit on Noxian Diplomacy to account for this bug fix.
Oh shit, good job.
Now, I've always found Riven to be a huge lane bully, but with the Season 3 patch, we've decided to make a few changes.
Okay.
What are we going to do to rebalance her?
Riven's always kind of been on kind of borderline overpowered in lane, and now with the Season 3 changes, one of the goals was to kind of help these characters, help their mid game and help their late game. Just accomplish that goal. But now she's a little bit over the top in the laning phase, so we're targeting a few nerfs specifically for her early game. The first one we're doing is we're lowering her base health regeneration. This is to allow a little more
low her basically health
when an
regeneration
opponent actually is able to land some damage on Riven, it's going to stick better than it used to. She's already a champion who has a lot of really good tools. She has an on-demand shield, she has an on-demand stun, and she has
why you delete her
all over the battlefield.
Delete her.
This gives a lot of control to Riven players, and when it takes any of those tools away, we thought we'd chip away the base stats
delete her.
I understand we're also changing the cooldown on her ultimate.
Sure. So we're increasing the cooldown on the early ranks of her ultimate especially, because right now she's just snowballing top lane too hard. We actually like where it is, again, late game and mid game in her performance there. But the problem is if she gets an early lead on you and gets a little bit of an edge and gets a kill off, by the time you respawn and get back to lane, her ultimate's already able to be cast again. And she'll just kill you over and over and over again. This is causing her to snowball a little bit too much out of control.
We've seen a lot of feedback from the community about some of the recent changes to Rengar and Diana.
Because you fucked up, Riot. You nerfed them too hard.
About where they're at now?
We feel the changes were overall in the right direction and actually contribute a lot to sort of the healthy gameplay these characters can bring. But we actually agree with you guys on this one. We went a little bit too far. So we're scaling back the Diana and the Rengar nerfs for this patch. Rengar specifically is also getting a few other changes as well. The first is we're changing the way his heal works on the Empowered Battle Roar. Before, it used to scale off at the percent of his maximum health. Now we're changing it to a flat value based off of his character level. This will keep the heal relevant and not have it totally blow out of control when Rengar only stacks health.
Okay, so you're basically making AP not count.
Okay,
fuck you, Riot.
The other change we're doing is we're buffing Bone Tooth Necklace.
And you're buffing this item, I serious. No one cared about that item.
Unique things. He has this item that no other champion can buy, and right now it's feeling a little bit too useless.
Of course it feels too useless. No one cares about the fucking item.
Build it and still feel good.
Evelyn's had a bit of a tumultuous balance.
You nerfed her too.
I've heard that this week she's back on the balance board. What are we doing to her this patch?
Evelyn's always been a tricky champion to balance because her role in League of Legends is so unique. Right now, I actually feel her core gameplay is pretty good.
The
one
course
thing
she
that's
feels
kind
good.
of out
She's
of line
fucking
and causing her
OP,
to snowball out of control is really her ultimate. It's a really strong initiation tool, gives her that durability she needs and a lot of opening damage in a team fight, and we actually like that a lot. And there's two problems with it right now. The first problem is the cast rate is really, really long. It's far outside of her stealth detection radius, so therefore she can basically snipe people with it. We're not super happy with
that. Don't act like you know shit! It's about her stealth, not a fucking ultimate!
The other change we're doing is we're changing it from percent maximum health to percent current health. Right now it's too often being used as an execute, when it really should be used as an opening move.
It's been a long time since we've made any significant changes to Lee Sin, but we're going to be doing something with this patch. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
If you've been around the community for a while, you'll remember back to Freak's April Fool's Champion Spotlight about Lee Sin, where he said this.
Lee Sin is a ranged, melee, tanky DPS, assassin, mage, tank, support, jungler. He excels at everything.
Unfortunately, that's too true at the moment. He actually fulfills all of those roles relatively effectively.
Quick, you're so funny.
So the first thing we're doing on Lee Sin
is
we're pulling the armor off of Iron Will.
This move
is really meant to be a sustain
That's why we are watching this
bullshit. Keep healthy in the jungle. It also doesn't need to give him that kind of durability on top of it. The second thing we're doing is we're looking at Cripple. The early ranks of Cripple, the slow percent, is coming down. It's just giving him too much gank strength, especially in the early game.
Yeah,
also, we're reducing the cast range of Cripple.
That's why everyone fucking picks Lee Sin. Just tell us how
to do this. Is once he marks you, even if you're able to use a champion ability, flash, or honestly just walk away, he still has enough range to kind of mark you, and then catch up you with all the other awesome tools he has.
We made a ton of changes to the jungle.
You're not telling us how to nerf him. Fuck you, freak! I'm
but we're doing some additional